What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building. You feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks. All right, let's get straight right into it. So you already know, man. Obviously, a trade just happened, like maybe an hour ago. The Toronto Raptors made a trade, man. Made a trade. They traded OG Anunoby. Um, OG Anunoby, Precious Achua, and Malachi Flynn to the New York Knicks in exchange for RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and a second round pick. This is despicable work by the Raptors. I'm not happy about this trade at all. This is the wrong man to trade, yo. Like, dog, I'm gonna explain thoroughly because some of y'all are like, oh my God, the Raptors fleeced the Knicks. No, they didn't. You need to know what hoop is. You need to know what hoop is, and you need to know who OG really is and what his value really does and what he really brings to the table. Because y'all don't really understand who OG is. You know what I'm saying? Like, OG and Scotty are the two most high value picks or players on the Raptors. Those two are the ones for the Raptors. They're the only ones that could literally get come on, fam. What are we talking about, yo? OG topping steals, topping deflections. Like, he's a real defensive player. Like, he's a top 5 defender in the league. Easy. And that's just being nice. And on top of that, he should shoot the three. Let's go look at OG, his 3-point percentage for his career. He's efficient even from the field, yo. 39%, 39%, basically 40, 36, 38, 37. Like, he shoots high percentage. And his percentage, and this is him playing without having rhythm and without having the ball and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? On 6 attempts per game, 5 attempts per game. He's shooting high percentage from 3. So he's a real 3-and-D guy, but he's not just a 3-and-D guy. That's what y'all don't understand. When OG now is more free and able to get the rock more and get post-ups and get catch and shoot and ball handle in the PNR and literally be more comfortable, like we see how he is when Pascal is literally injured and he's not playing. Go look at his stats when Pascal is injured and what OG really does. Automatic 25 PPG. He's a Jeremy Grant type of player. He's not just a 3-and-D. He left that long time ago. He's a two-way now. He has ability on both ends. He's not just a spot-up guy. He was being a spot-up guy with the Raptors. That's not who he really is. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this trade is horrendous for the Raptors, because it's not about what you have. That's what the Raptors fans y'all don't understand. It's not about what you is. What you is limited by who's around you. If you traded Pascal, which you should have done last year when his stock was high. OG wasn't supposed to be the guy you trade. He's supposed to be the guy you keep. And Scotty, you trade Pascal. Now OG does way more and becomes a 25 point per game scorer and leaves that 3-and-D long out the dust. What are we really talking about? And the Knicks see that. The Knicks see that. Now he's not playing. The guy who's at the power forward is Julius Randle. Julius Randle can shoot. Julius Randle don't just hold the ball. And you're playing with Jalen Brunson. OG's going to literally, that's why the Knicks got him and released Barrett and Quickly, because it's like, dog, we could get OG before he's obviously a free agent, see what he does, and we go from there. But it's a steal. Because we know what OG really could be doing. Whatever he's doing in the Raptors, that's the baseline. That's the bottom. What are we talking about? He don't even really be getting the rock. And the man's averaging 15 points, 16 points. Come on, fam, yo. That's why when people are like, oh my God, this is a big three. Yes, Jalen Brunson, OG, and Randall is a big three. It's a lower tier version, but it's a real big three. Like, OG has he could lock up any man. You know what kind of value that is? And the man that locks up is still a man that can get buckets? What are we talking about, yo? Like, I don't think y'all really understand the value that OG really has, yo. I don't think y'all really understand, especially y'all Raptors fans, because y'all just be chatting, yo. Y'all just be chatting. Y'all don't be understanding some things, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here, to give you that IQ, because that's what I do, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, dog, like, we got to analyze for real what, like, this trade is horrendous. Not that Emmanuel quickly can't hoop. Not that RJ Barrett can't hoop. RJ Barrett, the problem with him is his inefficient ways. If he was inefficient around Jalen Brunson, around Julius Randle, lacking the 3-point shot, he has solid defense. It's not like OG's, but he has good defense. But his offensive production, OG could beat that offensive production. And the good thing about RJ, he's coming home, and I like his game. And he's going to obviously have to fine-tune some things and whatever. But if he has been struggling offensively, and this is a guy who's got 40, like, he has ability, and he could be way better than what he is. But he also is a guy that needs rhythm and needs the rock because he's not just a knockdown shooter. He's not just a bucket getter galore, regardless. His efficiency is very, very low. So if his efficiency is low around Randle, who spaces the floor, and is not just a guy who clogs the paint, what do you think his efficiency is going to be around Scottie, Jakob, Pascal? What are we talking about? Mans who just hug the paint. He's going to have to shoot more, isn't he? Like, what? Regardless, you trade him for RJ. This is my problem. This is the real problem. Regardless of who you trade for when it comes to OG, when you trade for RJ Barrett, the only one who's going to be like this right away should be IQ, should be Emmanuel Quickly, because he could really shoot for real. You know what I'm saying? And he has game, but he has a shooting game. He's an outside scorer. He doesn't need the paint. And he can do floaters, draw fouls like he's you know what I mean? He might come off the bench for Shooter. He might start. Shooter, you're in trouble now. You're in trouble now. Because IQ could do way more than what he was doing with the Knicks. Obviously, you know, with the logjam with Brunson and all of them. You know what I mean? And he's still averaging 15, high efficiency in terms of his 3-point, all of that. So obviously with the Raptors, he should do better. More opportunity, all of that type of stuff. It's not that, you know what I mean? That's a steal in a sense. But the problem with this trade is that who you're trading for in RJ and who you're letting go in OG is like this. And not only just that, the problem still lies when you have Pascal lying there. You either have to let him go or you go, like, what are we talking about? You are supposed to trade him regardless. Whoever you traded for out of the OG trade is still going to be hindered with Pascal there. That is the problem. The RJ you think you're getting you're gonna get a less tier version of RJ. Yes, he's home and he should be hooping, whatever, but he's only so much he can do with this roster. He was already struggling as a shooter. He was already struggling as spotting up and all of this type of stuff in term with Randle. And Randle be spacing out. Now you add Scottie and Pascal and Jakob to that. He's gonna have to be on the perimeter even more now. So y'all think the percentages are going to increase? You think he's going to look like Pascal is the common denominator in all of this shit? He's supposed to have been gone. And it's not that I don't like Pascal like that, but at the end of the day, it's the roster construction. It's clear Scottie has improved the shot, and Scottie is clearly the younger guy and the one. It's just stupid to think that Pascal's the one over him. Scottie has been the one. More vision, better defense, better shooting, more of a bag, but is limited. And he's still doing this. We're playing with a guy who's canceling him. So imagine what he would do by himself without no logjam, with just one inside guy. So that's who you trade. But then you have Pascal there. So what is the purpose? When around Pascal, you need better shooters, but you traded for a less shooter. Around Pascal and these guys, the only reason the Raptors were able to even win somewhat is by having great defense. And being a lockdown OG guard, the best player all the time. And they struggle. We got to keep it a beam. What are we really doing, yo? This is an horrendous trade. Because of what you still have, what you gave up, and this is what the Raptors' problem is. Every time they trade someone of this caliber, where they're not doing as much with the Raptors, even though they're doing much with the Raptors, like you can see their value is high, they always snap when they go somewhere else because different opportunity, different situation breeds different ability. They don't look the same. OG's going to be a confident guy. OG's not the type of guy that's going to be confident and force his shots regardless. We see that. That's been my frustration with him. He'll get a rebound and pass to Pascal when, man, you can dribble. Take the rock and go. Be aggressive. Get your buckets. But once Pascal is out, his confidence increases. Out. Okay, I'm gonna get the rock now. He's someone that if you put him in better scenarios and better situations, he's gonna perform. But he's not gonna force it because he's just gonna. I'm gonna do whatever the coach needs me to do. He's really grounded like that. Like he just wants to win, which is a value in itself. The Raptors have done this completely wrong, yo. You're supposed to get rid of Pascal, especially when his trade was high. Get a bunch of 3-and-D guys. Now OG leaves the 3-and-D role and becomes a two-way, a shot creator, a bucket getter with Scotty, with Trent. Now Schroeder also will be able to do more because now the paint is free. Because it's only Scotty operating in the paint and Jakob. But that's not because Scotty can shoot. He's proven he can shoot. So his space on the floor even helps. That's who you're supposed to move. Why would you trade your high-value 3-and-D guy, who's not really a 3-and-D guy, who's more than that, to get a guy who's not even a 3-and-D guy? Yes, you get Quickly off the bench, but now you lose Malachi. And obviously, Quickly for the Raptors fit is a better version of the Malachi, 6-man off the bench, potential start because he could shoot better. And his confidence is not wavered depending on the minutes. He's literally guns blazing all the time where Malachi's, he's dealing with who do I be because of what Nurse did. You know what I'm saying? And Quickly was kind of in that scenario sometimes, but he's still, he's a real shooter. But that's what you're going to do in the trade? Really? And then still have Pascal like, bruh, the Knicks got to steal. The Knicks are going to be lethal. That defense is real. Remember, the Knicks have always, when they were their best version of themselves, before Brunson got there, and they were facing Trae Young in them, they had real defense. Their problem was scoring. Now you add Brunson, they could score. But they still struggle sometimes on defense, but they still have good defense. But they struggle with shooting at times. So now you get a shooter and a better defender to guard up. And then you get Precious, another taller wing, so who could somewhat space the floor. So you don't have to always do Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson. You can even go Precious. Then you got Malachi still off the bench. That the Knicks have gotten way better. What are we talking about? Because of the fit. It's the fit. Again, RJ and OG are in comparable scenarios individually, but the fit for a team, OG could go anywhere and play. RJ can't. You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand that, like, dog, this is horrendous trade for the Raptors. It's not as bad as I'm saying, but it's as bad as I'm saying because I'm very detailed and very locked in, and it's IQ at the end of the day. IQ, that's what I do, and it's about what you have and what you're supposed to have done. Sometimes it's not about the trade initially, about what you traded for or whatever. It's about what you could have done and what you still have the roster, and then the fit after that trade. And then the guy that you're releasing, what he's really going to do. Like, come on, fam. You're not supposed to trade OG. OG and Scotty were untradeable in my eyes. They weren't supposed to be tradable. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, like, the Knicks is going to do wonders with OG. He's going to fit like this. Like this. You're going to probably see a whole different OG. They're going to empower him. They're going to tell him, yo, we need your buckets. Like, be aggressive. Like, he's going to be pushed. OG's the type of guy that when the coaching staff and you need guys around him to be like, yo, don't worry about no right play. Get a buck. They're going to do that. They're going to really do that. And then you're going to see a whole different OG. And then y'all are going to be like, oh my God. Yeah, right now it looks like the Raptors win the trade. They did not. I'm telling y'all. And it's not no knock against RJ. He's home, and I'm happy for him because being home is a dream. But RJ is even going to get frustrated because, dog, what am I hooping with? I can't attack the paint, and you know RJ loves to attack the paint. It's going to, dog. All right, yo. Mans don't really understand, yo. Quickly was a great pickup, but, like, is that worth it for OG what he's supposed? Remember, OG what he is nowhere near what he's supposed to. Sorry. OG what he is nowhere what he's supposed to be. At all. If you really pay attention, remember the OG that we're supposed to be seeing every game is the OG when Pascal was injured that one season. It might have been 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever it was. And Pascal's missed the first, 10, 15 games with the shoulder. And you seen what OG was doing in that preseason and in that time. Literally averaging 25, frying. And then when Pascal came back, he's back to that role, and then now everything drops. And even in that role, he's averaging 17, 18, 15, 6. Come on, fam. What do you think he's going to do with more opportunity? Sometimes, this is where I get frustrated with fans and even with GMs. Masai, dog, you could see, if you have a hoop mind, you could see, you don't overreact to what you see in this scenario. You could envision what a guy would be in this scenario without him being in that scenario. That's real IQ. That's why, man, you'll see man's trade, the Knicks trade for someone that people don't see. Oh, my God, what and then when OG now starts playing and starts hooping, oh, my God, the Knicks won the trade to steal. The same stuff when the Thunder traded for SGA. What are they? And then now you see what he's doing. It's called vision. It's called being behind the scenes, seeing a man hoop, seeing him practice, seeing a man. Oh, that's what even without seeing that. Understanding how a man is hindered and understanding what he could be without understanding the fit. This just is dog. All right, yo. It's frustrating, fam. This is despicable work. This is one. I did not see this coming. Because, again, they even had better offers for OG before. We're keeping it a buck in terms of a fit who you're going to get right away. Why would you trade OG for not a 3-and-D guy? Only way this RJ trade is going to look elite is if now Pascal is gone, and then RJ could be a way better version. He has an all-star potential. But OG does as well, too. So it's what are you know what I mean? It's all good, though. We'll see. We'll see. Again, I like these players individually, but again, it's about the fit, and it's about what Raptors have and what they could have had and what they left and all. It's just negative IQ. This trade is negative IQ for the Raptors. They definitely lost this trade. The Knicks won this trade, and you will see. You will see, especially playoff time. OG's value is very, 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 very important, yo. Very important, yo. A 3-and-D guy in the playoffs becomes bread and butter, especially that could shoot. And then now he's displaying a bag. Come on, fam. And OG been clutch. We seen what he did in the bubble with that quick shot. OG he's nice, yo. And he's limited right now because of the scenario he's in. And I can see through that shit. You're supposed to trade Pascal and elevate OG, elevate Scotty, elevate Trent. That's your trio. Dennis could probably get in there if you start and just have a bunch of elite hoopers and be a solid team. That's supposed to be the trajectory for the Raptors. But, obviously the losing, maybe the picks. Now they trade OG. Clearly, they're trying to just have free up. This has to be rebuild. It has to be. And if you keep come on, fam. You have to trade him now. And now that's when you trade him, it's going to be too late and you're going to get nothing for him. Not nothing for him, but nothing compared to what you could have got when he was all NBA and snapping. That's when you're supposed to. All right, yo. I'm speaking to y'all. I'm letting y'all know this is how it's supposed to go with IQ. This was the most IQ way to play this. And they did not. Always Raptors will find a way not to do it. The Knicks are hooping, yo. Y'all didn't understand the Jalen Brunson sign-in. And then when he played, you're seeing it. Because you saw him when he was with Luka, but didn't understand who he was. There was times where you seen him without Luka in the playoffs getting 41 and snapping. That's who they knew they were going to get because there's going to be no Luka in New York. And y'all, oh my God, they played Jalen Brunson all this money? Okay, now look. It's the same shit with OG. The Knicks are really going under the radar, getting not low tier guys, getting high quality guys that are not have marketing around them, don't have the praise around them. It's low tier to the fans. And then when you start seeing them play, that's the way the Raptors supposed to have been trading for guys. Because you're not going to get elite guys just to come here. You have to change your culture by using IQ with your trades. And then when that changes, then mans may come here. Especially being in Toronto, come on now. You have to play that. That's the way you're supposed to play it. Flip Pascal, get bare 3-and-D guys, at least 2 of them. Then you have Scotty elevate. You have OG elevate. No, come on. Yeah. All right, yo. It's true talks. It's true talk. Share, like, and subscribe. We out here. There's no doubt here. There's no drought here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. You already know. Again, click that notification button so you know that I'm here. Because I'm here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. You already know. Bruh, my fault about, I was sick the whole last week. So, obviously we're going to turn up again. But, dog, this Raptors, yo, we'll find a way to Raptor. The Knicks have turned it around. They're not the same Knicks making bad decisions that they've been before. They're not the same. It's a new regime there. You could see it. You could see it. They're hooping. They're using IQ. Come on, fam. You already know, yo. And I'm out, man.